Okay, so what's up everyone, welcome to the first ever episode of Osu News in 2024. This is the show where we talk about the most important Osu news that happened during the week. We have a bunch of important topics to talk about in this episode of Osu News, like for example, the stuff that happened to Mrekk this week. We are also going to discuss what the hell is currently happening with the Osu servers, as well as something pretty interesting that happened recently with WhiteCat. And also for 2024, my goal is to surpass the most subscribed Osu News channel on YouTube, which is To The Beat. They were one of my inspirations for starting this channel, so if you want this to become a reality, then be sure to hit that sub button, it would really mean a lot. On the 8th of April of 2021, Mrekk dethrones WhiteCat, ending his 550-day streak of being the #1 player in Osu. We've talked about this multiple times and mentioned how there has been yet anyone to challenge Mrekk except for Akulibel, of course. And to this day, Mrekk is still at the #1 spot with a pretty decent amount of PP difference between the #1 and #2 player. We've seen his dominance, we already know everything about that, and even in a previous video of mine I've mentioned that he still has some game-breaking records that he can break. And let's just say that recently one of those records has been broken. On January 2nd of 2024, Mrekk has officially been at the rank 1 spot for more than 1000 days. When this got posted and announced on Reddit, Mrekk saw the post and later on tweeted this: "I'm a bit late, but damn, it feels like I got #1 just yesterday." But that's not the only crazy thing that has happened to Mrekk that week, because a certain streamer on Twitch had something to surprise him with. So you may have heard of a streamer by the name of Tuonto. He's pretty popular in the Genshin Impact Honkai Star Rail community, but it also turns out that he follows the Osu community from time to time. Now, yesterday Mrekk was just streaming a casual Osu session, and recently in his streams he put a donation goal of $1,700 so that he can buy a new monitor that is also 540Hz. And well, this happened on his stream.
Wait, I've never heard of that map before. What is it? I've never heard, guys. What is Ano Iki? I've never heard of that map before. I think I should try it, guys. I've never tried it. Wait, what the?
That's right, the Genshin streamer himself, Tuonto, just donated $1,700 casually to Mrekk so he can buy his new monitor. Mrekk later on said this on his Twitter: "I cannot explain how thankful I am for this, Tuonto, just what the fuck." But yeah, what do you think? Do you think the 540Hz monitor is actually going to help Mrekk perform well in Osu? Let me know what you think down in the comments. But another thing to mention is what recently WhiteCat decided to do. So this story is going to be pretty short and quick, but you all know that recently WhiteCat has been changing his username and profile pictures to Black Dog, and even recently, a few weeks ago, he was doing pre-orders for a plushie of his dog, which will all be shipped apparently towards spring of 2024, and he even announced that he's planning to host a tournament later this year, in which some of the procedures of the plushie will go towards the tournament prize pool. Well, after doing all that rebranding, promoting his plushie, and even changing his username from WhiteCat to Black Dog, WhiteCat recently showed on Twitter that he reverted his username from Black Dog 5 back to WhiteCat as it was previously. So was the Black Dog 5 rebrand all just a promotion for his plushie and tournament, or did WhiteCat just one day did that as a joke and everyone just went with it? Let me know what you think it was the cause for that rebrand down in the comment section. But another unexpected thing that happened this week is the fact that the Osu servers had a lot of problems. So the Osu servers were bugging out a little bit, and it was pretty much expected. Peppy for some reason was not able to log in into his Osu status Twitter, so he tweeted it from the osugame account, where he stated that the reason why his servers were bugging out was the fact that MySQL for some reason hit a bug. 1 hour later, the servers were a little bit fixed, but there were still some services that weren't available. Like for example, only the global rankings were available to see without friends, country, and mods, and also PP was running behind. However, what people did not expect is the fact that Osu had its first scheduled maintenance to be able to restore the other services that were not available due to this MySQL bug. And also, for those wondering, this was not at Pepe's fault at all, this was completely out of his control. I'm not even saying this to defend him, this is just something that happens sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the server situation, but unfortunately we have to move to another topic, which is a bit more of a sensitive topic, so trigger warning: if you're sensitive to these topics right here, then be sure to skip this part. So you may or may not have heard of a Osu username by the name of Karma. He's a Osu player from Spain main who also happens to be a GMT. For those of you that don't know, the GMT is the Global Moderation Team, and it's one of the most important teams in the game. I think by the name you can literally tell, Global Moderation, you know what I mean? But let's get on with the more serious topic that happened. So on January 7th, 2024, a burner account or throwaway account on Twitter posted this tweet right here. Hello, I'm here to publicly expose the user named Karma in Osu. Karma was in a relationship with a 12-year-old girl around 6 years ago when he was 18. He is currently a global moderator in Osu. The burner account also clarifies that they have full permission from the girl to post these chats, and they have been also translated from Spanish to English so more people can understand them. Under the tweet there are screenshots from the conversation that Karma, when he was 18, had with the 12-year-old. And because the messages contain a lot of not safe for work and disturbing things, I am not going to show them in this video for obvious reasons. However, since the burner account probably knows that a lot of people can easily fake stuff like this, under the thread there are videos, legitimate videos, showing that the account does belong to Karma and that these messages are in fact real. Since this exposed thread has been posted, Karma has since removed his profile picture and has been also kicked from the global moderation team. There is also a message where Pepe talks about this situation where he says this: please cease and desist the conversation here. The person involved here should take personal accountability rather than making me do so. Please do that. Leave the team on your own accord. I don't have time for bullshit. Don't care what is right or wrong at this stage. Everyone else stop beating drama. And as of me recording this audio, that's pretty much it with this situation. What do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments. Other than this news, there's also another major news topic, which was the rework that was proposed before the year ended. But I've already made a video on that, so if you haven't watched my previous video, then be sure to do so. Of course, there's other important topics that we have to talk about in this video, like for example, the top 30 Mania player by the name of Kizori has been banned in Osu. The reason for the ban is apparently cheating behavior, and this was their reaction on Twitter once the news got announced. You probably know the YouTuber by the name of Squashy Boy, who started his career with Osu but slowly moved towards keyboard stuff. We still count him as a part of the Osu community, and it's really good to hear that he is finally done with his 2-year military service. So we should be expecting more videos from Squashy Boy in the near future. But speaking of popular figures in the Osu community, WubWoofWolf has done something interesting this week. So WubWoofWolf suddenly privated all his videos, including all of his Osu content, and uploaded one video called Happy New Days, which is a 15-minute video where he talks about topics like self-reflection, the purpose of life, consent, and the implication of influence as an influencer. He did state in the comments that he is later on going to unprivate all of his videos, but until then I do suggest that you give this video a watch. You now need over 21,000 PP to be able to reach top 50 in Osu Mania. There is a new Brazil map set that recently got qualified. The player by the name of Ryan Butler is the first player from 2021 to get a 1000 PP score, as in the first player that started playing in 2021 to get a 1000 PP score. There is a new Chameleon map that recently got qualified that is a whopping 521 BPM, and that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe so you stay updated with the latest Osu news, and be sure to subscribe to my second channel because I'm going to upload a bit more there soon. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.